Problem number 2 is very similar, except we have a negative here, so it's a little bit trickier, but we're going to set it up the same. First, we're going to go ahead and factor it. So something times something equals the last number. Something plus something equals the middle number. And this is one of the tricky parts, is that you might think, well, I don't have a middle number. There's nothing in the middle. But remember, there's always something in front of an x, in front of any variable. There's that invisible 1. So then we could say, yes, that our middle number is 1. So what times what gives you 20? So there's 20 times 1. There's 10 times 2. There's 4 times 5. Which one of those, if you add or subtract them, they give you 1? And so you can see that the only partnership that can give you 1 would be the 4 and the 5, because if you subtract 4 and 5, you get 1. So that's got to be it. Let's go ahead and write down 4 and 5 in our blanks here. Now, one of them has to be negative. We have to subtract them. So which one should be negative? You want your answer here to be positive 1. So that means the bigger number should be positive. So then we'll make the 4 negative. And this works. Negative 4 plus 5 does equal 1. And negative 4 times 5 equals negative 20. So this works. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to write our answer in factored form. So we're going to go ahead and put this x squared, we're going to tear it apart into 2 pieces. So here's an x and here's an x. And then we put the numbers that worked. Negative 4 worked and positive 5 worked. Okay, and now instead of dropping the y, we're going to go ahead and put that 0 into this problem, because whenever we're finding the x-intercepts or we're solving quadratics, that means to put a 0 in the y spot. So we could do the work, or you could just use the shortcut here. You're going to end up switching the sign to solve this. So x just equals positive 4 and x equals negative 5. And those are your answers. Okay, I did do the shortcut, but you could solve it all the way if you wanted to. Okay, so if you wanted to solve it, it would look like this. X minus 4 equal to 0. And then you would get the 4 by itself. The x by itself. So you're going to get rid of the 4. So you're going to go plus 4 on both sides. And then x equals positive 4. Okay, so it's just a shortcut that you use so that you don't have to show all your work. It's going to end up being the same thing, but just opposite sign. So this positive 5 would be a negative 5. All right, that's it for number 1 and number 2.